Hey, what's up, everyone? Chris here with Sanctified C. So basically, what I want to do here with some of these videos is Christians are very quick to point the finger at other sinners, at other sins. This one is horrible. This one is horrible. This one is horrible. Well, I want to discuss the things that I believe are the biggest issues within the Christian faith. And the first one I wanted to start with is divorce. You'll see Christians go to gay pride marches and picket like crazy, and some of them will be divorced and remarried. I'm not excusing homosexuality, but I believe we should stop focusing on the other sins and focus on the ones that are more affecting the body of Christ more. Divorce is one of the biggest ones. So many Christians will excuse it. So many. I think I've met more Christians who have been divorced and remarried than I have that haven't been married at all. And you got to remember, that's the only sin that God said He hates. He hates divorce. God literally hates divorce. So what does that tell you? I believe people need to date more. Date more. You don't have to sleep around, just date. Meet people. Really get to know them on an inner level. These days, a lot of people do marry based on physical attraction. Well, I'm attracted to John, and John's attracted to me, so let me just marry John. Or even from a guy's perspective, Samantha is attracted to me, I'm attracted to her. It feels right, and they go for it. Normally, they wind up pregnant, and that's a lot of times what does it. She's pregnant, we're going to get married. Marriage, to me, should be taken much more seriously than it is, and it's unfortunate, and it's sad. I feel like that's one of the things that we could do to fix the body of Christ more than anything. It's fractured right now. There's so much infighting, and to me, the biggest one that I wanted to focus on firstly is divorce, because it says right in the Word, God hates divorce. And if you bring it up in any sort of a Christian forum, people get mad. They want to attack. Look, if you're in the body of Christ, we're all forgiven. And we all sin daily. Like anytime I go to a Christian group on Facebook or anything, you see people constantly condemning this kind of sinner, that kind of sinner, this kind of sinner, that kind of sinner. You got to get right with Christ. Okay, well, have you been divorced? Yeah. Well, that's a biggie right there. And then they get defensive. I'm not here to judge. I'm not a judge. I'm just wanting to address, like I said, these issues. If you're married, work at it. Don't just run for divorce. If you actually absolutely cannot make it work, I believe in soulmates. I believe in destiny. Maybe you're not with the right one. Okay, I can understand that. But try first. Really try. Try to make it work. Not only that, but really try before you get married. You gotta go on vacations with each other. You gotta be around each other for an extended period of time. See if that's the person. And if there's any doubt inside of you, then it might not be that one you need to marry. It might not be the right one for you. You need to really look and search inside of yourself. Now, I know some people, they'll get married and divorced, and then they'll be like, oh, I just don't want to remarry. But you don't want to live in sin forever. Even I wouldn't want to do that. And I'm not perfect. If you've seen my other YouTube channel, you know I'm the furthest thing in this whole world from perfect. But I wouldn't want to do that forever. But these things can be fixed. The things I'm talking about can be fixed. Really go to counseling before. There's some churches where you have to go to counseling with them before they'll marry you. And I love that. A lot of people get annoyed by that, but I love that. Because that's the type of thing you need to do. We need to really fix this divorce rate. I remember I said to somebody, we were talking about gay marriage, and I said, well, they can't mess up the divorce rate any worse than straight people already have. And the guy looked at me weird, and I'm just like, dude, look at the numbers. what is it, 1 out of every 2 marriages ends in divorce, or 1 out of every 3, something like that. And most of the country is Christian, or at least claims to be. It's time we get our boots on and do this right. So in closing, try. If you're married and it's not going well, try. And if it's just not working, then I'm not God. I'm not going to judge you. But the biggest thing is, before you get married, make sure, go to counseling. Make sure, don't wait like a month after you meet someone. Give it a couple years. It used to be like the process of, courting. It used to take years. It wasn't right away. Date for like a year and a half. Then get engaged. And then stay engaged for a while. See how you feel. See if it works. And then if it works and you know that's your one, then yeah, by all means, get married. Anyways, this is Chris here, signing off.